minutes while I'm outside because the phone I'm on, the reception don't really be that good. Hold on. Let's clear up that vision. There we go. All right. So, Grand Rising Sugar Lumps. Um, good evening. It just depends on where you at. Um, it looks like my reception is going to be a little funny. It's going to be in and out, but just bear with me. So I don't plan to be long because again, I'm just really getting up. Um, I normally this is my routine in regards to making sure that I'm always trying to be grateful for life. Life gonna life, things gonna happen. But it's very important for us to remember that we chose to come here. Not only is it important for us to remember that we chose to come here, but it's also important for us to remember that we chose to come here for a purpose, for a reason, right? We cannot allow, try not to allow, because we all are at different levels and stages in our journey. That's why it's important to have the right people, places, and things around you. Um, being true to yourself, the spiritual part of you is important. Don't get lost and don't get caught up in the whirlwind of life because it's a blessing. My son, one of the administrators at his school, we just found out yesterday he had passed. And I made a post at the beginning of the year, the download I got, and I got it like the middle of last year, 2023, because we're currently in the year 2024. But a lot of things are changing, a lot of things are moving and swaying in your life, in the collective. That's why 222 is important to be balanced on this journey. You can't really do too much of this, too much of that. It's about moderation, but ultimately be grateful for the highs and the lows because they're all vehicles, all conduits, all transits to get you from one point to the next. I do feel that it's very important, especially with timelines shifting, with mind frames shifting, with people awakening and becoming more aware and sensitive to sounds and smells and visions. It's important to keep your mind, body, soul, and spirit clean in regards to what you eat, in regards to what you say, what you see, what you place your energy around. It's about mastering these energies in regards to going through these lessons and taking these tests and going through these, experiencing these challenges and passing them, learning from them. That's what allows us or gives us space and opportunity to become an ascended master. We are living, walking ancestors, which is living proof that when you die, you do come back. Um, not as the same person, very, 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 very rare you come back as the same person, but you come back as the same person spiritually, maybe not physically. But it's about you getting to know each side of yourself. It's about you trusting where God is taking you and what God is doing in your life and the people, places, and things that God is bringing into your atmosphere to bring you exactly everything that you need. I do feel that for those of you who have an issue with anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, these are all energies that either you are in, have been in, will be in, or you'll experience or witness it. Okay, maybe in the collective in regards to watching the TV. It's about us also remembering that no matter what we see or hear on this human plane, we know that we have angels, higher selves, spiritual beings, past loved ones who are there to protect us. They hear our prayers, they see us, they sit high and look low, and it's all a part of God being with us. God showing us that I've brought you to a certain situation, person, place, or thing to one to show and prove that I'm going to always protect you. If you are in, for those of you who are in abusive situations, whether it's mentally, spiritually, physically, verbally, emotionally, financially, whatever the case may be, it's time for you to leave. It's time for you to get the fuck out of Dodge, okay? As quick as possible. If you don't know how to, then you need to pray and ask God to send you a rescue boat to help you bring this change. A lot of you have a lot of change in your mind, in your body, in your soul in regards to how you want to create a new life, how you want to create a new you, how you want to create a whole new world. And it comes through work, it comes through action. I try to explain to people like, no, don't try to come to this side of the team or this side of the spectrum because you think it's going to be easier. No, we still on this side have to work just like humans. And in my opinion, I feel like we got to work a little harder to an extent, but it's the rewards are worth it, so to speak. Also, get into nature for those of you who have been asking spirit, like, okay, what do I need to do? How can I clear my mind? How can I um, lock in and anchor this change that's coming in? Um, Spirit is saying you have to get back to you. You have to get back to before you were programmed to this world, right? The Bible says, and probably in every form of a book of knowledge, that before you was in your mama womb, God knew you. Okay, so that lets you know that you are someone who is um, balanced and having one foot and one energy in the spiritual aspect, and then you have this human thing. My son is actually evolved, okay, out of the adolescent, and he's like brand new into his um, spiritual journey at another level is the best way I can explain it. A lot of you, if you have children, if you are a teacher, if you are in charge of children or in charge of teaching or sharing or spreading knowledge, and understand that there is no level or no specific way to be a teacher. We're all teachers, we're all students, we're all students, we're all teachers in regards to how we live, how we operate, how we treat people, how we move and shake in life, how we overcome obstacles. You know, the human side, the possible side is we do the bare minimum. We do the smallest and the most inconspicuous things that God wants us to do, or that needs to be done on this journey, and God does the big part. A lot of times we feel that things that God puts on our plate is too big for us, and Spirit says the reason why I did that is to get you out your comfort zone, is to get you out of this place of thinking that woe is me and I'm coming to, you know, I'm here and incarnated on earth and in this life for nothing. It was a mistake. But it's like, no, it's not. You were sent here to do something. You were sent here to spiritually awaken people. You were sent here to, and a lot of you on jobs that you really don't love or you really don't like, or you feel like it's not attuned or created or catered to your energy. That's because Spirit is saying it's time for you to move. I explained to my son that, yes, at the age of 36, I'll be 37 this year, Lord's willing, July 14th, that, it's just different stages on things. Um, Before I got to this stage in my journey to where humanly I don't have to go, or I don't technically have to go to nobody 9 to 5, because I put in the work, and I might have to go back. You never know. Thus far, I have not. My gifts, everything that I've been needing and wanting, I'm talking about from food, money, just for the everyday, hustle of, gas, getting to and from, products, paying bills, our needs, everything that I need. Ever since I really, really took my power back from the world, from people, places, and things who told me, oh no, this is what you need to be doing, or this is the religion, or this is the path. It's like, okay, you can suggest, people can suggest things, but people can't tell you what the fuck. You have your own encrypted DNA, you have your own encrypted um, code that has everything in you, that has everything in that code, everything in that device, everything in that memory bank, that memory chip in your mind, the pineal gland. Um, it has everything that you need to get your job done. All this feeling like you in an emergency type of situation, or oh, I got to do this, and I ain't trying to stay in the moment. Being in the moment allows space for God to work some magic. Being in the moment allows God space to work and do magic. So again, in order for you to, especially for those of you who are trying to create a whole new routine, a healthier self-care regimen, you have to do this by getting back to the basics in regards to the world. You have to start operating how the world. It's kind of like when you put your phone in the reset. When you hit the reset button on your phone, that's when it just basically, is it the reset, or I forgot what it's called, but it's where it takes your phone back to its original before you added any pictures, any apps, anything on there. It's like a blank slate. Okay, that's what you have to do every single day that you wake up. I was watching. I finally was able to complete the 2 hour interview with Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp, which was amazing. I realized the humans aspect of it, and then I realized the deeper spiritual aspect and potential of how the seed was been sown has been sown. Cat Williams, in my opinion, okay, is one of my favorite comedians of all motherfucking times. Bernie Mac as well, Martin Lawrence, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. Just me and mine. Jim Carrey is another one, just a few to name. But he really did two things at one time. He gave people what they wanted, but also gave them what they needed. Being grateful in this life is all about you remembering that you're going to always be okay. Things, blessings, answers, rescue boats, ways out, okay, may not come when we want them, but they always on time. Why? Because when you are aligned, when you are connected with God, your higher self, that true part of who you are, and the I'm hearing fallen angels, fallen memories, everything that has fell off is trying to come back to you or come back to those. It's like we all are trying to remember who we are. So be grateful for this life, the highs and the lows, because it's a part of the experience. It's a part of getting to know this, getting to know Earth, getting to know its inhabitants, getting to know its laws, and coming to change it back to what it was. So ultimately, when you find yourself being ungrateful, when you find yourself feeling like shit just dropping on you from left and right, all kind of places, be grateful. Ask God to help you to get back to the grateful point. Some of you just need to say and type, God, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for I'm able to do this live. I'm able to do my job. I'm able to touch people and heal people and make people feel like they matter and make them feel like they're not crazy and that they truly are special. They truly are. They truly do have gifts. There is healing. This is not the end of the road. I love the fact that I'm able to sit and do this live and versus rushing to work or rushing or worrying about. I have my human moments where I be worrying about certain things, but when I get like that, I quickly get myself in check and my energy in check, and I ask and I remind myself that I'm a powerful being. I can create anything that I want. I can create the atmosphere by either removing or adding a person, place, or thing on myself. But just be grateful, because I'm telling you, people are dying every day. You got dead people walking, all kind of things. Your belief system is your power. As I close this live, we're gonna just give y'all some time to just hear and see. Mhm. Go ahead and take 3 deep breaths in and out. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Allowing the wind to bring in everything that you need, mentally, spiritually, financially. Channeling and being grateful for the wind, for the shifting, the movement. Grateful for the tree, the earth element, to be able to be grounded, firm. Understand that life is a process. This tree right here has no leaves, depending on how connected you are with me. Sometimes in the season, it's empty. But because I've seen that before, I know that leaves are going to come back. Now, how? I don't know the actual process of, the leaves growing. But this tree was bare at one point, and it's slowly but surely getting its leaves back, right? This one is bare. Oh, but it may be taking a little bit longer, but trust and believe it will be this. The process, oh Lord, the wind is blowing. The process is, and another thing with this wind energy is the wind, the harder it blows, the harder they fall. Lord, please protect my vehicle. Lilith over there. Thank you. Listen to the power of nature. 15:15 is an energy. I'm about to end the live. The message is in the beginning. Please share this live, this stream, if you feel led. Receive whatever you need. My intention is to just create a space for you to breathe, to see. Something is crumbling. They're wet, so you can't hear anything. Inhale deeply through your nose. Allow the wind to bring in the messages for you. Allow this tree to be an example that we all, at certain points in our journey, my babies, feel empty, feel naked, feel alone, right? And then as we continue to move forward, we begin to see a little bit of sprouting until we finally bloom, right? Right? There's a little break in the sky. Another message I got. When I walk through these flowers, if they're not wet, they make a loud crumbling noise. It's a empty feeling sound, right? But as I walked on them, because it's been raining, there's no sound. There's this, so I feel the rain or your emotion, spirit is coming through. Is it gonna fall? And it did. I just said that spirit is gonna bring in something. Look, out the blue. I am so happy to have caught that. Also, babies, follow your intuition. Getting into nature allows, and that quiet time will allow you to be able to be more grateful. It will allow you to be more grateful. With that being said, my loves, be love, spread love, because can't nobody do it like you. And always remember that 1 teaspoon of your girl is going to keep that stress away. All right? 1 teaspoon. Incoming. Somebody about to pull up on you. Something about meeting. Bypassing. I see you type shit. All right, babies. Love and light, sugars. Mm-mm-mm-mm.